Good morning. How y'all doing? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen. I'm in Zone 9B. And I think I'm just going to turn the camera around to show you what's going on. It is about to storm. I don't know if y'all can tell. Y'all probably can't tell, but it's about to storm. So I figured I'd just show you what's growing right now. Just a quick walkthrough, because this is me walking through myself trying to see what's going on. Plus, I kind of want to check for bugs. I did fertilize the other day, so I'll probably have to fertilize again because I did the liquid. You know, once it rains, it's going to flow on through. But let me just show you what's going on in the garden. I think we'll start on this side. All right, so all the leaves have basically fall off of Miss Peaches. I'm going to go ahead and cut all that back probably before the end of the week. I don't know if y'all can see this. Y'all, it's huge. It's a huge, like right there, spider web. Huge. Anyway, I won't get too close because, baby, that spider is doing something, eating something. So, over here in the food cube from VegoGarden, don't forget VegoGarden has a Black Friday sale going on where you can save amazing deals up to 50% off if you've ever wanted a food cube. And this is the container gardening, right, where at the bottom is water and all this is soil at the top. This is like my chaos bucket right here. I just threw a bunch of seeds here. Whatever pops up, I'm gonna start moving things around and plopping them into empty spaces in my Greenstalk or just around the garden. But there's a lot popping up right now, which is really crazy. But yeah, it's about to storm. I love these. I have two, so they connect right there in the middle, and so that the water can flow. And if it gets too much water, we do have a valve over here that we can turn and let the water come out. So if it storms too bad next couple of days, I'll turn it. But I thought I'd just show you what's growing. So right now we have these cabbages. Now, I don't know if you remember, this one, like, it was almost dead. And as you see here, it's fine. It came right on back. So we have two different varieties. I forget the names, but one's a purple one, and then we have these. Oh my God, y'all, I don't remember the names. That is crazy. I can't wait for this though. Anyway, charge it to my head, not my heart. Y'all know it's been a lot going on. So your girl's just out here sharing this the love with you all today. So this is my garlic tower. This is all the garlic that is growing in here. I did go get some hay not too long ago and stuffed most of the towers with hay, most of the garden like containers with hay. So if you see something without hay, it's just because things hadn't started growing yet and I didn't want to put hay in it. So as you see here, this is like a lot of kale popping up, but all this will have to be thinned out and put somewhere. Like, this won't stay. After it rains real good, now this is radish. I don't care about that. But after it rains real good, we'll figure out something. This is peppers. I bet from when that pepper fell. All those dried peppers, they won't last. But anyway, that is the food cube from VegoGarden, a VegoGarden. All right, so right here is the pear tree. This is the baby. This was not supposed to be this big at all, but anyway, we got to keep cutting it. I'm just going to keep cutting it and just letting it be full right here. Swinging around here, I haven't discarded that yet, and I will sometime this week. All right, so these are the Greenstalks. So we have one here, and we have one here that is in front of our, what do you want to call this? Our orchard area, right? Sorry, y'all, mosquitoes are eating me already. These two are on spinners, by the way. By the way, I'm not sure the date of the spinners. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. I'll put it on the screen where the spinners are on sale for Black Friday. It's a lot going on with Black Friday with the Greenstalk. So definitely make sure you pay attention. Because like I said, you can grow just about anything in there. We have lemongrass. We have some turnips growing. We have some broccoli growing. You know, lemon balm, cilantro. Let me spin a little bit. And like more broccoli. So you remember we cut the top shoot and I told y'all more would come on the sides, and there they are. So yeah, lemon balm, all the things. And then this beautiful like zinnia right here, just out of nowhere. But anyway, it's quite a bit growing there. Love that one. And this is my orchard area. Nothing's really going on over here. Plus all this needs to be clipped and taken care of. So we won't even fool with that right now. This right here is just the same flowers that's growing. Look like some zinnias are popping up from when the seeds dropped. The peppers are still here. This broccoli is starting to head. So all this will just stay here for right now. This one right here has a lot of chard in it. bok choy, some herbs like my beautiful sage. I wanted it to get a little bit more bushier. Like if it gets really cold or something here, I'm going to cut that and just do my sage wraps for sure. This has just a little bit of lemongrass. Just some random lemongrass, tricolor sage, and this is like a little baby cabbage right here. And then all these seeds I should be collecting because this is stevia and I don't want it to grow in the ground. All right, so that is that container. Once again, Greenstalks have a lot of sales going on. Every day they put a new item on the site or a product on the site for sale for their doorbusters. So you want to click in and check every day. You can always use my code HelenH to save an additional $10. Now over here is another nice little this is for like your citrus or like your smaller fruit trees in my opinion, but this is a really nice container, y'all. This is so well made, and I have one in the front too on the porch, and this is also from VegoGarden. I just have a link in my link tree as well as a link in the pinned comments. If you just want to see what's on sale with Vego, just use the link. I think I do have another code that you can add to it. I'll look for it if they send me a code, but it's so much on sale right now on the site, you might want to check it out. Now the containers like this from Vego, this is not the one for Vego. Otherwise it wouldn't be peeling, paint wouldn't be peeling like it is here, because I know someone who has like the big ones like this, and theirs are not doing anything that mine is doing compared to theirs when they got theirs the same time as mine. Now this was a gift to me and they got it from Amazon, really good deal, but yeah, these start to rust quicker and all that kind of stuff. Vego don't have that problem. I'm just here to tell you. So yeah, definitely check them out. But right now in this container, there is garlic growing here. I can see all the sprouts. See all those carrots right there? It's going to be a really nice row of carrots. We have some more garlic. We have cilantro popping up here and here. This should be a whole bed of cilantro. And I don't know what that is, that flower. But yeah, we'll see. Goji berry, and then we're gonna kind of like swing around. Nothing's growing on this right now. Stepping back here, you can see we have that spinner. It was spinning earlier, y'all. It was so windy. It's kind of like stopped. The wind kind of stopped, and you could tell, oh, it's about to storm. But these are the pink containers from Greenstalk, and these are the lettuce containers. So the pockets are definitely much shorter than the ones we just talked about over there. Those are like the 12-inch pots, but these are shorter. However, you can grow a lot in a small space. So as you see here, we have like arugula, we have some lettuce growing here, and then we have some more that's popping up. I think that's spinach down there, but every pocket is actually sprouting. These are the ones I kind of want to put on spinners, so I need to check the sales myself to see what's going on. But yeah, there's a lot that's starting to sprout here, and like I said, I just dropped some seeds and things are just growing. And look like the zinnias are popping up too from having just throwing zinnia seeds heads in there. But I was hoping that would be for spring, but they might drop more seeds and grow again. But you know, it's warm here in Texas, so it is what it is. All right, so this one right here has garlic. See all these sprouts? It's just lettuce sprouting everywhere. So we should have plenty to share, plenty to eat ourselves. And yeah, and we should have plenty of arugula, kale, all the things. Let me get out y'all shadow here. Yeah, this one looks really good actually. I like this one. It's a really nice container. It's doing really good. It's doing better or growing quicker here than there. I don't really know why. They both have the same like soil and everything in them. So yeah. And over here, I had all this covered because basically it was supposed to be like a lot of different, like the tricolor carrots, like those colorful, beautiful red and purple like carrots. I don't see anything really sprouting yet, carrot wise. But I was trying to cover it so it wouldn't dry out. But we'll see what happens with the rain. If it doesn't rain by a certain time, I'll turn that sprinkler on for sure. And here is a mustard, or collard mustard. A bunch of radish there. Yeah. That's all that's going on. Girl, the sun just came out of nowhere. Wow. All this needs to be thrown in the trash. It has some ugly bugs on them. I'm not going to get too close. But that needs to go in the trash. I just hadn't had time. And then my friend's supposed to come pick this up. But swinging over here, y'all remember we made these for the tomatoes to climb? That did so well. I just don't want to grow in ground anymore. I think I'm just gonna, like I said, focus on container gardening so we can focus on moving, and that way we just have to move all my containers when it's time to go, and then all this will just be like a flower bed, and we can leave it, you know, as flowers. But as you see here, we have some borage growing, and this looks like dill, and look at that borage. But you know, borage was everywhere at one point in my backyard, which is fine. I mean, it's good. It's great for pollinators. It's great for our environment. It's great for tea. It's medicinal. It is what it is. But if you see down here, it's more that way. Hopefully, eventually, this will start filling in. It'll be just a bunch of purple flowers over here. But the zinnias are literally popping up everywhere. You see that? Every time a zinnia flower drops, honey, another one decides to grow. But yeah, let me step back so y'all can see Greenstalk row over here. They're just all kind of like lined up right here. We had a few in the garage just to see how it works, like if I wanted to move them, you know, when it got really cold. It didn't take much to move them. Actually, I just used the wagon. I just moved them. It didn't take long at all. So I know if I wanted to move them, I could. But anyway, these have like these flowers at the top, and then we have like cabbages growing short. All this right here. But you know what? I thought this was dill, but oh, it is dill. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is dill. All right, so yeah, we start grabbing that. More seed. We just dropped these seeds the other day when we put out all those tomatoes and peppers, and everything's already growing. The bok choy is growing. This is nasturtium. So yeah, quite a bit will probably be popping up succession wise in these containers, because as I was pulling things, I was dropping seeds. So as you see, not everybody has straw, because I need to do straw all the way through. But yeah, I need to get in here and get these too. These cabbages, this Chinese cabbage, I just wasn't sure if they were going to have a head in the middle or what they were going to have. But I'm going to look them up and see. I see some of these leaves just don't look good, but that's because the weather kept, you know, coming and going and changing on us. So broccoli around here, more hay in these pockets. I hate those little orange things. Another cabbage. Yeah, it's just trying to keep up with these leaves here. That's all. Keep up with the leaves. Keep everything clean and bug free. But I don't have any chemicals. I haven't used chemicals in so long. So I just been using like pepper, cayenne pepper, cinnamon. Just, I don't know, spraying them with water. That's about it. This one's going to have to go too. See, it's full of them bugs. Them crunchy bugs. They're everywhere. Let me take this out. Yeah, they're everywhere. Those leaf-footed bugs, they're everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I'm just going to pull these out. Ugh. Good Lord. Hold on. Well, while I'm back here behind these Greenstalks, I want to show you we have some yarrow growing here. I love yarrow. It's so pretty. But look at that. I forget what this is called, that flower. This is medicinal too. It's funny that this is over here because it was originally like over there. I cannot think of the name of this. Anyway, it has these really pretty tiny purple flowers. Can't think of the name. I don't know how it popped up over here. That's interesting. We have marigolds here. And then a bunch of those. Oh, I keep getting ate up. Oh my God, girl, I done dropped all the tomatoes. Oh, Helen. All right, I'm not picking those up. But anyway, so moving over here, it's just more of the green leaves. I just pulled those tomatoes out that had those leaf-footed bugs, whatever you can call them. I just can't stand them. They're just crunchy bugs to me. But yeah, eventually all this will fill out too. I can't remember what seeds we dropped particularly in here. I think this was the mustard tower, and I think I dropped collards there. But we shall see really soon. Because, child, it's time for all that to grow here in Texas for sure. We already have some growing, but it's really time now with the temperatures about to start changing. So as you see, they're growing down there. There's some sage. I really wish I could spin these. I think this is a weed. I don't think this is a flower. I can't tell. Some red shard. And then here's the back of this one. Look how pretty and pink that is. The pink and the red. That's so pretty. And then more yarrow. Yarrow's everywhere, y'all. Yarrow is everywhere. It's so easy to grow it. And you just make a tincture out of it. Hopefully we get some cool temps when this rain comes. Hopefully it brings like cooler temps and we can get rid of those bugs because I'm over them. Like I said, I'm not putting chemicals down or anything. I'm not doing any of that. So it is what it is. All right. Look at all these flowers on here. That's mint. So I have to cut that because if not, it'll be mint all throughout here. Yeah, and then that is it. That is mainly that side of the garden. Here is some blackberry, and then there's jasmine over there. And I'm just going to swing around so you can kind of see. Yeah, this is called ruella. People keep asking me that, ruella. These flowers grow, I feel like, until it gets really cold. And what it does is they drop every night, and then every morning is more purple flowers. So you can buy them purple, yellow. I don't know the other colors, but I know purple and yellow for sure. And this was like originally like 2 plants. I had one in that purple in that bucket and then one another one. But every time you drop one, they just multiply. So yeah. All right, so another VegoGarden product. This right here. So I've had this one for 2 years. And this right here, you just pull the hose and basically it goes right back in there. So this one right here is, I think this one's 100 feet or maybe 150 feet. I don't know. It's a lot in there. But I love this. It's mounted onto the fence right here. You can swing it. It moves. Love it. Y'all, it's on sale right now. So definitely check it out. All right, so swinging over here, this bed right here is probably the last time I use these, only because they're starting to like really rust. I'm having problems with them, but this is where the greens were supposed to be designated, but I ended up putting broccoli seeds in here too. Oh, it's a lot going on in here, honey. It's so much going on here. It's going to be crazy. You'll see. So starting with the fact that there is like arugula, there is radish down there, there is carrots growing, zinnia just popping up out of nowhere, these big huge mustards, I think that's destiny broccoli, and then same thing over here. It's just a lot growing. It's a lot going on. So that's interesting. Girl, this is a sunflower. What time of year is this again? Is this November about to be December? Or are you serious? Like, we're at the end of the month, right? Basically, right? Close, right? And this is what we got going on. Still like summer stuff. Look, I got one better. That is a tomato plant that just popped up on its own. And this is how you know things are crazy. Because what is this? Is this what I think it is, y'all? Yep. Sweet potato plant. I'm just going to put in water in the garage. That is crazy. This is a sweet potato plant in November in the middle of the yard. Okay. All right, so more greens. They're kind of wilting, like look like over here, because they really need to be watered, I believe. Yeah, they look horrible. All this needs to be watered. Oh, that feels wet though. I don't know, but those giant collards. Yeah, it's a lot going on over here. Some good eating, honey. All right, so stepping back, that's kind of like what that looks like right there. I just wanted like a bunch of Greenstalks right here, and I want them all to spin. You know, you can grow a lot in those things, y'all. Especially if it's just you or just, you know, a small family. Yeah, for sure. All right, so my rosemary's doing really good still. Thank goodness. Look at this. The zinnias are just popping up. That is crazy. Now, I don't know if this is another sweet potato or if it's the sweet potato vine. Like that plant. I'm not finna fool with it. It might be a sweet potato vine, not the sweet potato like the one in my hand, but we'll see. All right, y'all. I think that's about it. I'm gonna go on this side and show y'all in a few minutes. Okay, so this right here just popped up out of nowhere too. It was a really small zinnia plant, and now it's pretty big. That's crazy. Chamomile with them bugs on it. Look how pretty this is. That's crazy. And it's like a variety because there's different ones. Isn't that funny? Look, it's a plant with a flower inside of it. Look, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. But like I said, them things will grow and grow everywhere. Put this in the house for me while you walk around in my shoes, please. Thank you. All right. So this container right here, it's doing really good too. Y'all feel the sprinkles. I'm excited. Like, it's all right. This has a turnip in it. I don't know if y'all see that. Lettuce, more lettuce. Yeah, look how crazy our weather's been. Our weather's been hot. This looks like a broccoli. Let's spin it a little bit. This is like pepper. Carrots in here. Another turnip. This got to be a turnip, right? Because that stalk is thick. And then up here was supposed to be like a ton of carrots. So it's just not cool enough, I don't think. And it's dry. So y'all been having a lot going on. I haven't been out here watering. This looks horrible. Either way, so this is gonna look good one day. But we're gonna have turnips galore, girl, because them turnips is turniping. Do y'all hear me? Hold on. It's in there. Leave it alone. All right, we're gonna leave that alone. And swing over here. Pepper plant still here. I think I'm gonna overwinter this one. I think I'm gonna make sure there's no bugs in it and bring it in the house. Right here by the kitchen window. Y'all should see the mosquito bites all over my arms. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't spray because I don't like that spray. So this is my Easy Cubes. A little scratched up. I need to clean it up or whatever. And this also is on sale on the VegoGarden website. And you can just buy the bottom. You can buy one section or two. You can buy the trellis that lets you grow like the vine and plants inside, like for your beans and things. And you can buy the net. This is so cool. So let me go ahead and roll this up. All right, now there's not a lot of action going on in here, but if you remember the summer, if you remember the spring, if you remember just a couple weeks ago, okay, with all the peppers, it was going down. So we still have some flowers in here. There is quite a bit in here. It's just that they're tiny. Like there's some lettuce. See all these seedlings popping up? Oh, it's something in here, honey. You just wait and see. Look at that. Them onions, garlic. You just wait and see. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. This too has the mechanism where you can turn the spout and empty the water if it has too much water in there. So the bottom is filled with a water reservoir. The top has soil, and it's that way you don't have to constantly water your vegetables. They can be watered from the bottom up. And as you see here, look at this. Max. It's too much water in here. So I'm going to let some of this out. And then, because it's about to rain. Yeah, it's about to rain, so I'll let some of that water get in that pot right there. But don't forget to check out VegoGarden. VegoGarden, use my link down below. Girl, get you one of these. Like, this is so nicely structured. This is definitely worth it for a patio garden, container garden. You can grow a lot in here. For a single person, girl, you can grow peppers, tomatoes, your whole salsa stuff. You can grow a lot in here. I bet you can grow a really good crop of, well, I was going to say sweet potatoes, but they're not supposed to be wet like that. So I wouldn't put anything like root-wise like that. But, yeah, they don't need a lot of watering. But for, like, your leafy greens and peppers and tomatoes, where we're always having a hard time keeping them watered, that's it right there. That's a container for you. So as you see, it's going down. I'm gonna wait till it get like right here, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna rain today. All right, so moving over to the last Greenstalk in my garden, and this is my pink and purple one. It's so pretty. So we have some bok choy, which I've been eating a lot of pho and hot pots, y'all, like crazy. I just come out here and grab some of these leaves, chop them up and put them in there, or use them as garnish for my hot pots. I mean, you eat them, of course, in your pho and stuff, but like, you know, instead of like cooking them in there, you just kind of like eat them with a half raw, half not. But yeah, this one looks really good. This one got a big turnip in there. It's about ready. Chard is looking good. So remember I told you I was going to grow chard with the onions. And look, it worked. The chard with the onions. So, yeah. And it is growing. These are just growing like crazy. This is where the flower's going to come out. But this is growing like crazy, y'all, still. Still. Let me get to the back here. Even though I feel like mosquitoes going to tear me up back here. But that is my garden. That's what's growing. That's what's going on. It looks dreary. I'm sorry. It doesn't look all bright and sunny out here. But that's the reality of gardening. It's not always bright and sunny. It's not always beautiful outdoors. Sometimes it looks like this. But we need it to look like this right now. Because we need the weather to rain. Shoot. All right. Let me collect some of this water for this. And I guess I'll let y'all go. I will see y'all on the next one for sure. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the woods, if it's raining today or not. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Hope you're having an amazing holiday week. And I'll see y'all soon.